Amanda here again. I never know how to start these things and I always feel really awkward trying to do it. So we're just gonna go with the awkward and move along. I thought today I would do a book tag. I had done the currently reading book tag over on my blog before I started doing booktube. And I never posted it, so it's just sitting in my draft. So I'm like, hey, let's just do that here. That'd be fine. So yeah, we're doing the currently reading book tag. I don't know where it came from, but I will leave the questions below if you are interested in that. First question we have, how many books do you usually read at once? 3. I usually have 3 going at once, but they're all in different formats. I have an audiobook that I listen to in the car or if I'm doing chores or whatever. I have a physical book I read whenever I have time to just sit down and read, which doesn't happen as much as I would like. The third one I have is a digital copy, an ebook that I read while if I'm at work, I read it on my phone, or if I'm on the treadmill, I read it on my iPad, or, I'll usually have 3 books going at a time. Right now I don't have an audiobook going because I can't decide what I want to read. I DNF'd my last one, which was a Shauna McGuire, Every Heart a Doorway. DNF'd that for the audiobook I was listening to, and I can't decide what to read now. So, yeah. Question 2. If you're reading more than one book at a time, how do you decide when to switch books? I think I already explained that. If I'm sitting still, I'm going to read a physical book. If I'm in the car or, doing chores, audiobook. If I'm on the treadmill or at work or something, I read my digital book because you've got your phone, you've got, iPad, you've got your Kindle, you got your whatever, you can read ebooks anywhere. So, do you ever switch bookmarks when you are partway through a book? I did not read these questions ahead of time. We're kind of winging this, and it seems like a really stupid question, but, let's do it. Do you ever switch bookmarks when you are partway through a book? Yeah, because I'm just going to use whatever's handy. Right now, I have some cut up pieces of paper that I was messing with earlier. I would just throw that in a book if I had it handy. I don't need a bookmark. A receipt, that's fine. A clean sock. Whatever's around. You don't need to be picky about it. How long do you typically read in one sitting? Really depends on how I'm reading. If I'm doing a physical book, I usually am sitting down because I know I have a solid chunk of time I can read, so 2 hours or so. If I'm doing an ebook, my treadmill time's a half hour, 45 minutes, so I'll read during that time. Or if I'm on my break at work, 15, 20 minutes. But if I'm doing my audiobook, it could be 5 minutes or it could be 2 hours. You never know, right? No. It really depends on how I'm reading, how long I'm going to read, which is part of why I choose how I'm going to read, because I'm not going to sit down and open a physical book if I know I only have a few minutes. For me, if I'm going to open a physical book, I need a long time because it takes me longer to get into the story for some reason if I have a hard book. I don't know why. It's just how I am, and that's fine. Do you read hardback? Do you read hardbacks with the dust jacket on or off? It depends. I was recently reading The Mask Falling by Samantha Shannon, and I had to take the dust jacket off because every time I'd move the book while I was reading, it would make a creaking sound because it's a big book and it would stretch over the hardback. So I'd have to take the dust jacket off because the squeaky noise was starting to really annoy me. But smaller ones, it really doesn't bother me unless it's too loose and it starts falling off or something. I'll take it off, but otherwise I don't care. It's fine. It's just decoration anyway. What position do you mainly use to read? It depends on how I'm reading. All of these questions seem really silly. I should have read these beforehand, huh? That'd have been a good idea. Now, what position do you mainly use to read? If I'm reading a physical book, I have my favorite chair downstairs, and I've got my legs kicked up over the arm of the chair, and I'm laid back. I'm relaxed, and I'm probably going to end up taking a little snoozle while I'm there because it's really cozy. But, and right now it's the middle of winter, so there's usually a big fluffy blanket involved or something. But yeah, if I'm going to read, I want to be comfy. Do you take the book you're currently reading with you everywhere? No, I don't. If I'm at work, I have my phone, so I guess that kind of counts. But we're in the middle of a pandemic. Who's going anywhere anyway? However, pre-pandemic, I usually had something with me. I'd have my Kindle or my phone. I don't take physical books with me out of the house. It's just not what I do. Usually if I'm going out of the house, I'm doing it for like a specific errand, like I've got to go get groceries or something. So what would be the point of taking a physical book with you anyway when you're like actually going to go do something? Doesn't make a lot of sense. How often do you update your Goodreads progress on the book you're currently reading? Whenever I stop reading. Like if I'm sitting and I'm reading, if I'm sitting and reading a physical copy, and I've sat there for a good hour or so, like whenever I get up, I'll update it. If I'm reading my audiobook, I usually only do that once every couple days. Like it's not, because you have to do it by percentage that way, and I don't want to sit and do the math, and it takes a minute, and I just do it whenever I feel like it. And with ebooks, it's just whenever I stop reading usually, because on the Kindle it automatically updates your Goodreads currently reading to show what you're reading anyway. So yeah, it's like pretty simple. These were really lame questions. You think I should have read them first and saw what they were, but no, I didn't do that. Nah. But yeah, that was really all of them already. Will you believe that? I don't, like, the question like, how many books do you read at once? People always harass, whenever I did this on my blog, like this kind of thing, people would always harass me because I do read 3 books at once because I read in 3 different formats. Like, oh, how can you do that? That's not how you do it. Or other people, oh, I read like 6 books at once. How can you only do 3? Like, and everyone has their own opinion and they feel the need to harass you about it. And I don't understand that. Chill out. Do what makes you happy. Like, who cares? That was really nice and short, pleasant little currently reading book tag. Just to let you know, what I'm currently reading is Queen of Volts by Amanda Foody. It is the 3rd and final book of her Ace of Shades trilogy. I actually just got it downloaded on my Kindle from the library today. Can't say I'm enjoying it that much. I didn't like the first book, Ace of Shades, that much. I like the second one. I don't remember what the second one was called, but I like the second book in the series a lot better. And this third one is, so far, I'm only like 15% through, but yeah. But that is what I'm currently reading. I am also going to be picking up probably Bone Shard Daughter here just shortly for my physical book. And I have to decide what to do for my audio, because I told you I just DNF'd Every Heart a Doorway by Shauna McGuire, because I like Shauna McGuire's, when she writes under her pen name, what is it, Mira Grant, I think? Yeah, Mira Grant. So, like, what's the book called? Into the Drowning Deep, her horror mermaid siren book. Love that. I haven't managed to get into her writing these young YA fantasy things. It's just not, they're not for me. They're very, oh, hate your parents, everything sucks. I don't like it. But yeah, that was the currently reading book tag. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon.